Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Modern Warfare 2's full launch is coming up here very soon, but we also know that post-launch already, we're going to be getting a ton of content. Obviously, the full launch date happens on the 28th. That's the worldwide global launch. But then just a few weeks later, on November 16th, we're going to see the Season 1 update, which introduces DMZ, Warzone 2, raids, all sorts of seasonal content. And just in general, the post-launch content season is looking very strong for MW2, especially when you factor in that it seems like it is finally bringing back ranked play. Yes, this has been a big question throughout the past few months. Is MW2 going to have ranked play? Is Warzone 2 going to have ranked play? Well, we've got official information to go over here that we really haven't covered too much of recently. We also have some brand new leaks regarding the ranked play system and the new grind that it could be introducing, again, both to MW2 and Warzone 2 as well. Now, first and foremost, officially, ranked play was very, very briefly mentioned back in Call of Duty Next. This actually took place when they were primarily talking about Warzone 2 and, you know, what to sort of expect with the gameplay that was showcased at Call of Duty Next and whatnot, but they did mention that they are working on ranked play. But, obviously, Warzone 2 and MW2 sharing the same systems, sharing the same engines. If there's ranked play in one game, there's more than likely going to be ranked play in another. So while it is officially confirmed that it will happen eventually at some point in Warzone 2, not necessarily maybe right at launch, but shortly thereafter, we also have even more leaks that it is going to be coming to multiplayer as well. Initially stemming from the Ghost of Hope, he talked a while back that ranked play would be coming to multiplayer shortly after launch again. This could very well be with Season 1. This could be with the middle of Season 1 and Season 1 Reloaded. I think that takes place in the middle of December, just before the holidays. He also says that Treyarch is returning to develop that mode and really, put the finishing touches and fine tuning into that, because Treyarch's ranked play and league play system has always been the best. And what's especially nice about this is that Infinity Ward doesn't really do ranked play all that much. We've seen it in various different Call of Duties. Nothing really has ever come close to Black Ops 2's league play system. We've had some decent ones, but to me, that's always going to be the GOAT. But that's obviously Treyarch developed and Treyarch led. Same deal with Vanguard's ranked system, which, I mean, let's be honest, guys, it was Vanguard, so didn't have that much gameplay appeal, but the rank system itself seemed to be relatively well received. So Treyarch supposedly heading up the ranked portion of multiplayer, to me, right away is fantastic news. Now, again, unfortunately, we don't have a release date for this. I'd imagine that if it's coming with Season 1, we'll get information about that about a week after the launch of the game. So very, very early November, obviously, right, with, Season 1 dropping on November 16th. If it's not happening right at launch, then again, I'd say that the mid-season update on like December 14th, I think is the date for that. That'd be like our next best date. That's that shortly after launch time frame, right? But it does seem, by all indications, by all leaks and rumors that we've heard up until this point, that ranked play should be dropping in MW2 and potentially Warzone 2 and vice versa there in 2022. I'd say maybe at the latest early 2023, because also we have the CDL season kicking off earlier than in the past as well. So, they obviously want to try and promote ranked play and league play alongside CDL kicking off, because that's a lot of eyes on competitive COD. You can, of course, watch it on the weekend, see the first major or whatever, jump into ranked play and start grinding for yourself, right? So that's the supposed integration of it that's been leaked. However, we have even more specific details recently that ended up surfacing via a Vanguard Intel account over on Twitter, and this actually goes in depth on the various ranks within the ranked mode. Now, there's no telling if this is going to be the same across Warzone 2 and MW2, or if MW2 will have specific ranks and then Warzone 2 will have specific ranks. That's just details we don't have as of now, but we do have details nonetheless, and that is what is important here. So here is the supposed ranks, and again, these are just leaks, so nothing is 100% confirmed, but the supposed ranks that we have for MW2 ranked play as of right now are bronze being the lowest, then you jump up to silver, and then to gold, and then to platinum, and then to diamond, and then to crimson, and then finally the highest tier, the highest rank you can get in MW2 ranks play would be iridescent. The Ghost of Hope has also said that the Vanguard top 250 player system could also be returning here in MW2. So they're definitely going all out in grind incentives and, focusing big time on, hey, you get this rank, people are going to know about it within this, rumored and leaked rank system, which I'm personally a big fan of. Something that was also introduced with, Vanguard and was really heavily focused on compared to some previous iterations of League play or ranked play is the different seasonal rewards. With each new rank reset or seasonal reset, there were new blueprints to grind. There were new camos to unlock, which I thought, really gives you a nice tangible reward. That's something in the past that Call of Duty's always, I think, missed out on, is giving players actual top tier rewards, not something like a calling card or an emblem. Like, people really aren't too focused on that stuff like that. Like, let's just be honest. But you get a cool looking blueprint, you get a universal camo. That stuff is, a lot higher tier in terms of what has that value in COD. So if those were to come back as well, I could really see this ranked play going over well. By the way, as we are going through all this today, if you guys are new to the channel or if you have not already subscribed, every single day I got you covered with news, updates, leaks, rumors, tips, classes, everything you need to know about COD is right here on the channel. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications to guarantee you are always up to date. And also, if you guys enjoyed the video, if you're excited to potentially drop into ranked play in Warzone 2 and MW2, a like rating would be seriously appreciated. Let's try and go for 1,500 likes on this one. But yeah. Moving on a little bit here, obviously, a lot of the focus so far has been on MW2's portion, the multiplayer portion of Ranked. Warzone 2 Ranked would obviously be the first ever time we've seen anything like this once it is finally added in. And again, at COD Next, Infinity Ward did mention ranked play when talking about Warzone 2's updates. So it is confirmed. It will happen. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen, right? But this is going to be an entirely new dynamic. Likely there's going to be different rule sets for ranked, with the health, with the zones, with buybacks and pricing and all sorts of stuff like that. That could also go even deeper with this and actually have, dedicated matchmaking for ranked matches and public matches, which is obviously a huge controversy within Warzone as it stands, with skill-based matchmaking, people trying to exploit it to get easier lobbies, people saying that, it doesn't matter because there's no real reason to play for high skill because you don't get any rewards, there is no rank, so it's just useless to have super high cranked up skill-based matchmaking. Like, there's a conversation to be had in every single aspect and every single layer of what that ends up turning into, but it would completely change that dynamic there. People who actually care to grind out high ranks and show off that they are, the 10% best at Warzone would finally have an option to do so outside of, third-party apps like COD Tracker or Warzone Stats being the only real sources for that, with nothing actually given to you to showcase your skill in-game. It's just simply on a website that most players won't even care enough to go visit. But actually adding in those tangible rewards, like I said, operator skins that are like super, legendary in game that look very different from everything else. You get killed by that in game, you're like, okay, that death, that was justified. That wasn't just Timmy getting real lucky with some hip fire. That was a top 2% player or something like that. Could add in some really cool gameplay dynamics into Warzone 2. And honestly, the same could be applied over to MW2 multiplayer ranked as well. So all around, very, very good news that this has already been, very slightly confirmed via Infinity Ward, but also that we have these leaks already coming out too, meaning that the system is probably pretty far along based off of the information that we have so far. Of course, as anything becomes official, as we get any new info here, I'll be keeping you guys up to date alongside everything else going on in COD, so feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post noties, and if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on your way out as well. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products, and the links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.